Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're coming with our second game of our Elite 8 in our Strat-O-Matic 1968 one and done tournament. And it will be the number 9 New York Yankees, who I will be managing, against the number 2 St. Louis Cardinals in St. Louis. The winner will move on to the Final Four. Let's get to the lineups and play some ball. Hope all is well on this now late Friday evening, soon to be early Saturday morning. Let's check the preferences. I will be managing the Yankees, and the Strat-O-Matic engine will be managing the St. Louis Cardinals. For the visiting number 9 seeded New York Yankees, leading off playing second base is Horace Clarke, .230, 2 home runs, 26 ribbies. Batting second, playing left field, Roy White, .267, 17 homers, 62 runners knocked in. Batting third, the center fielder, the party boy, Joe Pepitone, .245, 15 home runs, 56 runners knocked in. Batting fourth, an aging Mickey Mantle, .237, 18 home runs, 54 ribbies. Batting fifth, the right fielder Andy Cosco, .240, 15 home runs, 59 runners knocked in. Batting sixth, the shortstop Tom Tresh, .195, 11 homers, 52 ribbies. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Jake Gibbs, .213 with 3 homers and 29 runners knocked in. Batting eighth, the third baseman Bobby Cox, .229, 7 homers, 41 RBIs. Batting ninth on the hill for the Yankees here in St. Louis, Stan Banson, 17 wins, 12 losses, 2.05 earned run average, striking out 162, walking 68, giving up 14 gopher balls. On the hill for the St. Louis Cardinals, hoping to advance to the Final Four in our 68 one and done tournament, Nelson Briles, 19 wins, 11 losses, 2.81 earned run average, 141 strikeouts, 55 walks. He gave up 18 gopher balls. Sip of coffee. Excuse me. Behind the plate is Tim McCarver, +1 arm. Cepeda's at first. Javier's at second. Maxville at short. Shannon at third. The usual suspects around the infield for the Cardinals. Lou Brock is in left with a +1 arm. Kurt Flood's in center with a -1 arm. And Roger Maris, the former Yankee, is in right with a -2 arm. So Horace Clarke will lead things off here. And Clarke looking for the 3-4 column. Here's the pitch from Briles. And Briles deals Clarke a 6-9 off the Briles card. 6-9 ball game on the way. Right away, Clarke will punish Briles, and that's a 2. As Clarke will drive this ball deep, and that's going to be drops in front of Maris. As Clarke, it sounded like it was going to be a deep ball, but it knuckled under a line shot, and because he was a weak hitter, if it had been anyone else, that was a home run, but he's a weak hitter, so it turns into a single. So a lead-off single for Clarke, 80% chance of stealing second. He's going to attempt to steal the +1 arm of McCarver. 1 through 16, he is safe. 28% chance of getting the lead. He's running. Here's a throw by McCarver. Oh, my Lord. It's a 17. I think McCarver noodle arm threw him out. The throw down, and he is out. McCarver with a quick release. And Maxville applies the tag. So Clark is erased from the base paths. So now it's 1 out, no one on for Roy White. Big play by McCarver. Roy White looking for a 1-6 switch hitter hitting lefty off the right-handed throwing Bryles. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to Roy White, and it is a 4-9 to White. 4-9 off the Bryles card. 4-9. And that's a single to right. So how important was McCarver throwing out Clark at second? Probably would have been first and third. Or if he had stolen second base, probably would have scored. So 1 out, White's at first. Now here's Joe Pepitone, the center fielder. Pepitone homered against the Reds in the Sweet 16. Left-handed batter. He awaits the Bryles offering. He's looking for the 2-6 column. And Joe Pepitone gets a 1 column with a 6. So it's a 1-6 off the Pepitone card. Not a column of choice. But he has a chance for a single 1 through 10. And it's a 10. So Joe Pepitone singles. Let's see what Roy White will do here. Will they wave him around to go to third? And 1 through 15, he's safe. We're going to send him. And they'll throw to the cutoff man to keep the double play in order and keep Pepitone at first. So 3 consecutive hits, but Horace Clarke was thrown out trying to steal second when McCarver made a quick, accurate throw to Maxwell, who applied the tag. And that was like a, what was that, a 75% chance, 80% chance he was going to be safe? So first and third, 1 out, and here comes Mickey Mantle. Switch hitter batting lefty. Mantle looking for the 2-6 column. Bryles in a bit of a pickle here in the top of the first. 1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Mickey Mantle. And Bryles deals Mickey Mantle a 4-10. And again, that's off the Bryles card. 4-10. And that's a fly ball. And that's deep to left. Brock going back at the wall. He makes the catch, and scoring from third on the sac fly is Roy White. 1-0 Yankees. Pepitone's at first, and here's Andy Cosco. Cosco had 15 home runs in 68. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch to Cosco from Bryles, and Cosco's dealt a 4-12 again off the Bryles card. 4-12. Pepitone will be off on contact. Ground ball to Maxwell. He flips to Javier. Side retired. But the Yankees get on board first. On the Mickey Mantle sac fly to left. We go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Yankees due up for the St. Louis Cardinals. And let's go through their lineup. Lou Brock leading off, playing left field. 279, 6 homers, 51 runners knocked in. Batting second, the center fielder Curt Flood. 301, 5 home runs, 60 RBI. Batting third, Roger Maris. Playing in his last year of Major League Baseball. 255, 5 homers, 45 ribbies. Batting fourth, the baby bull. At first base, Orlando Cepeda, 248, 16 home runs, 73 runners knocked in. Batting fifth, the catcher, Tim McCarver. He threw out Clark at second. That was a huge play. And he batted 253 with 5 homers and 48 ribbies. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Mike Shannon, 266, 15 home runs, 79 runners knocked in. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Julian Javier, 260, 4 homers, 52 ribbies. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Dahl Maxfield, 253, 1 home run, 24 RBI. Batting ninth on the hill for the Cardinals, Nelson Bryles, 19-11, 2.81 earned run average. Striking out 141, walking 55, giving up 18 gopher balls. So Lou Brock to lead it off. He's a C-bunter. And on the hill for the Yankees, Stan Banson, 17-12, 2.05 earned run average. Striking out 162, walking 68, giving up 14 home runs. Behind the plate is Gibbs, -2 arm. Mantle's at first, Clark's at second, Tresh at short. Bobby Cox at third. White is in left field with a +2 arm. Pepitone's in center with a +1 arm. And Costco is in right with a neutral arm of 0. 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch to Lou Brock looking for the 2-6 column. Banson rocks and fires. And Brock has a 1-4 to Lou Brock. 1-4 to Brock. Not a column of choice. And that's going to be a ground ball to Tresh. He throws the mantle, 1 down. Curt Flood steps to the plate. Flood batted .301. He's looking for the 1-6 column. He's a B bunter, but the infield straight away and normal. Gibbs sets the target. Here's the pitch to Flood, and Banson deals Flood a 1-4, and it's a column of choice for Flood. Opportunity for a hit here, 1-4. And he drives this ball deep, and that's a 7. I think that's going to stay in the ballpark, though. He gets under that fastball. White goes back to the track, and he makes the catch in front of the wall. 1 away. Or 2 away, excuse me. So 2 outs, base is empty for the former Yankee, the former M&M boy, Roger Maris. Maris, left-handed batting right fielder. Gibbs goes through the signs. Banson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Roger Maris. Looking for the 2-6. Instead, he gets a 1-7. 1-7 off the Roger Maris card. Banson and the Yankees looking for a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the first. And that'll be a fly ball out to Pepitone. And Pepitone makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the top of the second. 1-0 New York. Due up for the Yankees, Tresh, Gibbs, and Bobby Cox. Tom Tresh looking for the 6-4 column. He's a D bunter, so the corners are not in for Tresh. Bryles kicks and fires to Tresh, and Tresh is dealt a 3-6 off the Tresh card, 3-6. And that's going to be a line drive, and making the diving catch at second is Javier. A step and a dive, robbing Tresh of a single, 1 away. And I'll bring up the left-handed batting catcher, Jake Gibbs. McCarver wiggles the fingers. Bryles nods his head. Here's the pitch to Gibbs, looking for the 4-6 column. He gets the 4, so it's a 4-4. Again, he's going to get a pitch to hit. 4-4 to Jake Gibbs. That's a ground ball to Maxwell at short. A 1 or a 2 is a base hit. It is a 15. Maxfield fields it quite cleanly. Now can he make the throw over to Cepeda at first for the out? And that is a 14, and he does throw out Jake Gibbs. So 2 away. And we'll bring up Bobby Cox, the number 8 batter, the third baseman, right-handed hitter, looking to extend the inning. On deck, the pitcher, Banson. Here's the pitch to Cox, looking for the 6-2. Instead, he gets a 3-8. 3-8 off the Cox card. Bryles looking for a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals, and he'll get it, as that's a strikeout on the swing and the miss. He couldn't catch up to the fastball. Side retired. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Yankees. Due up for the Cardinals, Cepeda, McCarver, and Shannon. The baby bull had 16 home runs in '68. 1 swing of the bat will bring jubilation here to the crowd in St. Louis. Banson picks up the sign from Gibbs. Here's the pitch to Cepeda, and that is a 5-5 to Cepeda off the Banson card, 5-5. And that's a strikeout. Looking, curveball got him, 1 down. Here comes Tim McCarver. He threw out Horace Clarke in the top of the first, and that was huge. The Yankees would have had an extra run. Instead, it's only a 1-run lead, 1-0, 1 out, bottom of the second. McCarver, the left-handed batting catcher, awaits the Banson offering. Here's the pitch to McCarver, and it is a 4-8 to Tim McCarver off the Banson card, 4-8. Ground ball to Mantle. He fields it, flips to Banson, covering the bag, 2 away. Base is empty for the third baseman, Mike Shannon. Shannon had 15 home runs in '68. Gibbs wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Shannon, looking for the 3-6 column. Banson deals a 6-3. So Shannon will have a chance to rip one here. 6-3. What will it be? We shall see. 1 through 4 will be a single. And it's a 14, so he gets the 4. But unfortunately, if you're a Cardinals fan, a 1's in front of it. And that will be a line out to end the inning. Actually, a hard hit ground ball to third. Cocks the mantle. Side retired. Top of the third, 1-0 Yankees. Due up for the Yankees, the pitcher Banson. Then the top of the order, Clark and White to face Bryles. Banson, right-handed hitting pitching. Awaits the offering from his counterpart, Bryles. Here's the pitch to Banson, and that's a 4-8 off the Bryles card. Column of choice for Banson. 4-8, triple fours. Ground ball to Shannon. He backhands it. Fires to Cepeda. 1 away. Top of the order, Horace Clark is 1 for 1. He was thrown out in the top of the first stealing. Left-handed batter. Here's the pitch to Clark. And it is a 1-6 off the Clark card, but not a column of choice. 1-6. Ground ball to Cepeda. He waves off Bryles, steps on the bag himself, 2 away. Corners move in with 2 outs and no one on for Roy White. The left fielder is a B bunter. Shannon in at third, Cepeda in at first. White 1 for 1 with a run scored. He scored on the Mickey Mantle sac fly. Pepitone on deck. White looking for the 1-6. Bryles kicks and fires. White is dealt a 3-8. 3-8 to Roy White off his card. 2 outs, no one on. And that's another ground ball to Cepeda. This time he flips to Bryles, who covers the bag. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 here in our Elite 8 game between the 68 Yankees and the 68 Cardinals in our one-and-done tournament. Due up for the Cards, Javier, Maxwell, and Bryles. Julian Javier is looking for the 6-2 column. Gibbs sets the target. Banson rocks and fires. Javier gets triple snake eyes. That's a 1-2. 1-2. How do you do? He's jammed. That's a pop-up to Cox at third. 1 down. So Banson's been in a zone. And it brings up Maxwell. Maxwell. Right-handed batting shortstop, 253 with 1 homer. He's a C bunter. Banson peers in at Gibbs, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Maxwell, looking for the 1-6, as I stated. Instead, he gets a 2-5. 2-5 off the Maxwell card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-5. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Roy White. He comes in a bit and makes the catch. 2 away. So 2 outs, base is empty for the pitcher, Nelson Bryles, looking to help his own cause here. Banson deals quickly to his counterpart. And Bryles is dealt a 1-12. A 1-12 to Bryles. And that's a line out. Right to Tresh. Side retired. 1-2-3. Go the Cards as Bryles lines out to short. Top of the fourth, 1-0 Yankees. Due up for the New York Yankees. Pepitone, Mantle, and Costco. Joe Pepitone 1 for 1, left-handed batter. Here's the pitch to Pepitone. Bryles offers him a 3-6. A 3-6 to Pepitone off his card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-6. Ground ball back to Bryles. Over to Cepeda. 1 away. Scoring at home, 1-3. Herb Pilgrim joins us in the chat. How are you, my friend? Thank you for rejoining us. As he says, going to be a good one. I hope so. Once again, I'm managing your beloved Yankees. We're up 1-0, you and I, Herb. You and me and you. So happy that we're rolling the dice. And we're the Yankees. We're happy together. How is the weather? Bum, 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 bum. Herb Pellegrin. Mickey Mantle steps to the plate. 1 out, no one on. He had a sac fly, knocked in Roy White to give the Yankees a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Here's the pitch to the Mick. And Mantle receives a 2-8. Column of choice for Mickey Mantle. He's going to get a pitch to hit here from Bryles. 2-8. Let's see if Mantle can drive one. And Mantle does drive one. And that's an 11. He's just going to miss the homer. It's going to be a double off the wall. So Mantle cruises into second with 1 out. Oh, he just missed a home run. Mickey Mantle turning back the hands of time, driving that ball to right center field. 2 feet away from a homer. So a big runner out there at second base for Andy Cosco to knock in. He has a duck out on the pond. Mantle 1 through 13. Javier cheats towards the bag to try to keep Mantle close. Cosco looking for the 3-6 column. McCarver sets the target. Bryles rocks and fires to Cosco, and it is a 2-8 off the Cosco card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-8. 2-8. And that's going to be a pop-up to short as he got jammed. Maxwell makes the catch. 2 down. Mantle will be off on contact. Here's Tom Tresh. Shortstop batted below 200, but off, I guess, as Tresh batted 195, but it shows 232 here, so maybe with runners in scoring position, he hits better. Let's just look up here. All right, Tresh with a chance to knock in Mantle. He'll be off on contact. Gives Mantle a few extra steps. The windup and the pitch from Bryles to Tresh. And it is a 2-5. 2-5 off the Tresh card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-5. As both of his columns of choice were off Bryles. The 6 and the 4. So 2-5. And Tresh won't make contact except with the air. Strike 3. He misses the fastball on the swing. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Yankees. Due up the top of the order, Brock, Flood, and Maris to face Stan Banson. Brock 0 for 1. Banson rocks and fires to Brock. And that is a 5-4 off the Banson card. 5-4 for Lou Brock. And this will be a play for Jake Gibbs. 20-sided dice roll is a 5. And that's a P/P. I think Gibbs, it's a pop-up. Let's see if Gibbs can make the catch. Error check. 5-2-1 is an 8, and he will. So Brock pops out to the catcher. 1 away. Now bring up Kurt Flood. He's 0 for 1. Corners move in. Flood is a B bunter. Cox in at third. Mantle in at first. Banson rocks and fires to Flood, and it is a 5-6 to Flood. 5-6 off the Banson card. And that's a fly ball to Joe Pepitone in center. Pepitone going back, and he makes the catch. 2 away. And it brings up the former M&M boy, Roger Maris. Maris is 0 for 1. Maris had 5 home runs in 68 to go with a .255 batting average. Righty-lefty matchup. Gibbs flashes the signs. Banson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Maris. And Banson deals Maris a 6-2. And it's a column of choice. 6-2 off the Banson card. Will Maris do damage? Fly ball out to left. 1 through 3 is a base hit, and it's a 17. So Roy White has a bead on the ball. He's racing towards it. Will he make the diving catch now? That's a 5-2-1, and that is an 8. And Roy White will make the diving catch to end the bottom of the fourth. What a catch by Roy White, racing towards the line in left. Diving, robbing Maris of extra bases. So we go to the top of the fifth, 1-0 Yankees, and due up the bottom third, Gibbs, Cox, and Banson. So Jake Gibbs 0 for 1 left-handed batter. C. Bunter, Bobby Cox on deck. Bryles nods his head. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to Gibbs. And the Yankee catcher has a 5-6. 5-6 off the Bryles card. 5-6. Ground ball to Javier. Over to Cepeda. 1 away. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. Here's Bobby Cox, a third baseman, 0 for 1. He's a C bunter. On deck as the pitcher, Stan Banson. McCarver pounds the mitt, sets the target. Bryles kicks and fires to Cox, and Bobby Cox has a 6-9. 6-9, and it's a column of choice for Bobby off the Bryles card. 6-9. He's going to get a pitch to hit. And he hits it quite hard. And that's an 11. So Cox will drive this ball deep to left, but he just got under it. Lou Brock is at the wall, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And that brings up Stan Banson. He is 0 for 1. Bryles deals quickly to his counterpart. And that is a 6-5 column of choice for Banson. 6-5 off the Bryles card. 6-5. And Banson works a walk. My God, you don't want to do that with 2 outs and the pitcher up. So Banson walks, and here's Horace Clark. He singled in the first but was thrown out attempting to steal when McCarver made a quick, accurate throw and Maxwell applied the tag. Banson 1 through 10 base runner, Cepeda playing behind him. Bryles pays no attention to him. The windup and the pitch to Clark, looking for the 3-4 and his second hit of the ball game. Instead, he gets a 6-6 off the Bryles card. 6-6. And that's a strikeout on the swing and the miss. Couldn't catch the fastball. Side retired. Banson stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Yankees, and we go to the chat. Herb Pilgrim says, missed catching that Liston Mildenberger fight live the other day, Al, but watched it later. I think I heard you catch yourself calling Southpaw the South Park, LOL. I probably did. It was a good fight, though. Surprisingly entertaining. So if anyone's not seen that, check it out. Check out our heavyweight tournament. We have it in a specific listing. If you go to the playlist, we have all of our heavyweight tournament fights in a row, and they've been some fun stuff. We're going to continue that. Try to get a couple more fights in this weekend. I do have to go to some graduation parties, though. So here comes Cepeda. He'll be followed by McCarver and Shannon. Banson still on the mound. Cepeda's 0 for 1, right-handed power batting first baseman. Here's the pitch to the baby bull, and Banson deals the bull a 4-7. 4-7 to Cepeda off the Banson card. 4-7. And that's a strikeout. Gets him looking. Curveball frozen. Banson continues his mastery of the Cardinals. Here comes Tim McCarver, left-handed batting catcher, 0 for 1. Jake Gibbs wiggles the fingers. Banson nods his head. He kicks and deals to McCarver. McCarver's looking for a 3-6. He gets the 3 column and an 8. He's going to have a pitch to hit here. 3-8. And McCarver drives this ball deep. And it's a 19. And that's going to stay in the ballpark, as he had a pitch to drive, but he just missed it. As Roy White at the track, at the wall, he makes a leap, and he makes the catch as it carried a little farther than we thought, but White makes the catch and bangs into the wall. 2 down. Base is empty for Mike Shannon. Shannon with 15 home runs in 68, 0 for 1 today. Banson breathes a sigh of relief as White hauled in that deep shot to left. It carried farther than we all thought. Here's the pitch to Shannon. Banson and the Yankees looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And Shannon gets a 6-6. Column of choice off the Banson card. 6-6. 2 outs, base is empty. And he hits the ball hard. 1 through 5's a double. It's a 12. So Banson's luck of the Irish continues. I don't know if he's Irish, but he's going to, as Shannon will fly out to White in front of the track, side retired. We go to the top of the 6th, 1-0 Yankees. And due up, White, Pepitone, and Mantle looking to add to that 1-run lead. And we go to the chat quickly. As Herb Pilgrim says, congratulations to the graduates. The bedrock and hope for a promising future. Best wishes to all the grads. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Pilgrim. That was very kind of you to say those wonderful words. So Roy White 1 for 2, a run scored. He scored on the Mickey Mantle sac fly to left. White's a B bunter, corners in. Shannon in at third, Cepeda in at first. White's going to try to poke it past the drawn-in corners. Bryles nods his head. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to Roy White, and it is a 2-6 to Roy White. Off his card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-6. Line drive. Cepeda makes the diving catch as he took a step to his left, and then the dive, and that robs a single from Roy White. Would have been his second hit of the game. And here's Joe Pepitone. He's 1 for 2. Pepitone's got some pop in that bat. 15 home runs in 68. Left-handed batting center fielder. He awaits the Bryles offering. Here's the pitch to the party boy, Joe Pepitone. And that is a 3-5 off the Pepitone card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-5. But can Pepitone do some damage? Nope. He bangs the ball to Javier at second for out number 2 as Javier throws to Cepeda. So 2 outs, base is empty, and here's Mickey Mantle, a sac fly and a double, and an RBI. Mantle just missed a home run to center field by a couple of feet. Bryles takes a deep breath. He kicks and delivers to Mickey Mantle, looking for the 2-6, and Mantle hits his column once again. It is a 2-9. 2-9 to Mickey Mantle. And again, Mantle's going to get a hit. And it's a 6. So he'll have a single. He's 2 for 2. 6. So Mickey Mantle keeps the inning alive. He is a home run and a triple away from the cycle. Cepeda holding Mantle on at first, a 1 through 13 base runner. Here comes Andy Costco. The right fielder is 0 for 2. Mantle takes a short lead at first. Bryles takes a peek there, now looks in at McCarver. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to Costco. And Bryles deals Costco a 3-4. And it's a Costco column, 3-4 off his card. So he's going to have a pitch to hit. And hit it he does. 1 through 19 is a 2-run homer. And it's a 13, and Costco goes boom. The Yankees take a 3-0 lead on the 2-run homer by Costco. As that ball went up, and away like a beautiful balloon to left center field. Flood just watched it go bye-bye, and the Yankees take a 3-0 lead. And the number 2 seeded Cardinals trail now to the number 9 seeded New York Yankees. And this is coming with 2 outs, so Bryles has been roughed up. Here's Tom Tresh, the shortstop's 0 for 2. Bryles trying to keep it a 3-run deficit, looking to get Tresh out and bring it to the bottom of the 6th. He rocks and fires to Tresh. Tresh is looking for the 6-4 column, and he gets a 6 and a 2. So column of choice for Tresh, 6-2. That's a fly ball to Maris, and Maris makes the catch. Side retired, but damage done. Mantle singles, Costco homers, all with 2 outs. In the top of the 6th, the Yankees go to the bottom of the 6th now with a 3-0 lead. And Banson on the mound, and he has been dominant. He will face the bottom third of the order, Javier, Maxwell, and Bryles. Stan Banson. Javier looking for the 6-2 column. Jake Gibbs wiggles the fingers. And a pinch hitter's called up. So a late callback for Stan Javier. It's going to be Johnny Edwards. And Johnny Edwards is a 2R, so he hits right-handed pitching pretty decent. Batted .239, 3 homers, 29 RBIs. He's a left-handed batter. Jake Gibbs goes out to have a word with Banson, met on the mound by Mickey Mantle. Meeting adjourned, players back to their positions. Gibbs squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Edwards, looking for the 6-3 column, and he gets the 6 column, and it's going to be an 8, so he'll have a pitch to grip and rip. 6-8 off the Banson card. And that's a hard hit ball to right. Costco going back, reaching up, makes the catch and bangs into the wall. 1 away. Dahl Maxwell, the shortstop, steps to the plate. Number 8 batter. Bryles, the pitcher, on deck. Be interesting to see. Well, if you pinch hit for your second baseman, I'm going to assume you're going to pinch hit for your pitcher. Maxwell's 0 for 1. Digs in that right-hander's batter's box. Banson kicks and fires to Maxwell, and that is a 4-7 to Dahl Maxwell, and that's not a column of choice. It is off the Banson card, though. Make sure I got that right. 4-7. And that's going to be a strikeout. He goes down looking. There's 2 down. Curveball. Set him up nice with the hard stuff and got him with the curve. And here's the number 9 batter, the pitcher, Nelson Bryles. And he is not hitting as they go to Dick Schofield. And Schofield, a middle infielder, batted .220 for the Cardinals in '68 with a home run and 8 ribbies and 127 at-bats. Trying to keep the inning alive here. 2 outs, no one on. Schofield, a left-handed batter, D. Bunter. Yankees infield, outfield, straightaway and normal. Banson takes a deep breath, looks in at Gibbs. He's ready to work. He deals to Schofield, and that is a 3-7 to Dick Schofield. Column of choice. Can Schofield keep the inning alive? 3-7. And Schofield walks. He keeps the inning alive for Lou Brock, who's 0 for 2. Mantle playing behind Schofield. Gives himself a little more room to maneuver. Brock digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Banson kicks and deals to Brock. He's looking for the 2-6. He gets a 1-4 instead. 1-4 to Brock. Off his card, not a column of choice. Ground ball to Treshy. Flips to Clark for the force out at second. Side retired. We go to the top of the 7th, 3-0 Yankees. And it's going to be the bottom third of the New York Yankee order. Gibbs, Cox, and Banson. Gibbs is 0 for 2. And Mike Torres, a future Red Sox, is on the mound. And in '68 for the Cardinals, he was 2-1 in 2 starts. He threw 19 innings and 2.84 earned run average. He only gave up 1 gopher ball. He did struggle with his control, though, walking 12, only striking out 6. Gibbs 0 for 2. He awaits the offering from the young Mike Torres. Here's the pitch from Torres to Jake Gibbs. And it is a 5-7 off the Torres card. 5-7. And Torres, again, struggles with his control. Lead-off walk. And it brings up Bobby Cox. Yankees with a 3-0 lead. Bobby Cox is a C bunter. Corners move in. Shannon in at third. Cepeda is holding Gibbs on. And he'll bounce off the bag and come in a bit. Once the pitch is released by Mike Torres, Cox will swing away. Here's the pitch to Bobby Cox from Mike Torres, and it is a 2-5 off the Bobby Cox card. Not a column of choice, though. Ground ball to second. It's a C, so I believe he goes to first, as Schofield had to go deep in the hole, and his only play was to flip to Cepeda. Advancing to second as Gibbs acts just like a sacrifice. So Schofield's in at second, as he replaced Julian Javier. And now at the plate, the pitcher, Stan Banton. He is 0 for 1 with a walk, a 3-0 lead. 1 out, and Gibbs is at second. Banton will hit for himself. Torres kicks and deals to his counterpart, Banton. And can he go Incredible Hulk on him? We'll see. It's a 6-8. 6-8. Banton was looking for a 4-5, so this is off the Torres card, 6-8. And that's a ground ball to short. And he throws to Cepeda, so Maxville to Cepeda, 2 down. Gibbs holds his ground at second. He'll be off on contact now, and here's Horace Clarke, 1 for 3. Clarke was thrown out trying to steal second base. So with 2 outs, a 3-0 lead, top of the 7th. Gibbs will be off on contact. Clarke, left-handed batter. He awaits the Mike Torres offering. Here it is, homeward bound. Looking for the 4-5. He gets a 4 column and a 6. So he'll have a pitch to hit. He's ready to grip and rip on the 4-6. And that's a single to left. Brock with a +1 arm. Gibbs, 1 through 16, chance to score. We're going to send him with 2 outs. And they will not throw home. And Gibbs scores, and it's 4-0 Yankees, as Brock just didn't feel he had a shot at him. They keep Clarke at first, and here's Roy White. And Clarke will attempt his second attempt to try to steal second. 1 through 16, he's safe. 28% chance of the proper lead. He's going. He can't get the lead. We call off the stolen base attempt. Cepeda continues to hold him on. Torres takes a peek over. Now he deals to Roy White, the switch hitter, batting lefty. And White has a 3-11 off his card, not a column of choice. 3-11, 4-0 Yankees, 2 outs. Clarke will be off on contact. Ground ball to Schofield. He throws to Cepeda, side retired, but the Yankees tack on another. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-0. And we'll read the trivia question. Numbers 3, 4, 5, and 7 are Yankee uniforms that were retired. Number 3, 4, 5, and 7 are Yankee uniforms that were retired. Name 2 of the players. Well, 3 is Babe Ruth and 7 is Mickey Mantle. 4, I think, is Bill Dickey. No, 4 is Lou Gehrig. 5 is Bill Dickey. So 3 is Babe Ruth, 4 is Lou Gehrig, 5 is Bill Dickey, and 7 is Mickey Mantle. I believe those are accurate. So we'll read the trivia question one last time. Name the 2 of the 4 retired numbers for the New York Yankees, the players. Number 3 is Babe Ruth. Number 4 is Lou Gehrig. Number 5, I believe, is Bill Dickey. And number 7 is Mickey Mantle. And I will now sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and then we'll click on the trivia answer. Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. As Herb Pilgrim says, I think you're right. I believe so. Oh, number 5, Joe DiMaggio. How the hell did I not remember that? So number 3 is Babe Ruth. Number 4 is Lou Gehrig. Number 7 is Mickey Mantle. And number 5 is Joe DiMaggio. Why did I think Bill Dickey was number 5? Oh, boy. Well, they only wanted 2, but I'm going to say that's bad, because how do I not get Joe DiMaggio? Joe DiMaggio. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? A nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Hoo, hoo, hoo. What's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Joltin' Joe has left and gone away. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sip of coffee. All right. Yankees up 4-0, bottom of the 7th, due up for the Cardinals. Flood, Maris, and Cepeda. Kurt Flood is 0 for 2. Corners playing in. Banson readies himself. Here's the pitch to Flood, and it is a 3-8 to Flood. Off the Flood card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-8. And that's a fly ball out to Pepitone. He's under it, and he makes the catch. One away. With every out, the Yankees are one step closer to the Final Four. As as Herb Pilgrim says, duh! I know. How did we miss that one? You and I, Herb. And here's Roger Maris, the former Yankee, 0 for 2 off Banson. Maris awaits the Banson offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound, and it is a 1-6 off the Maris card. Not a column of choice, though. 1-6. And that's a ground ball to Mantle. He backhands it, throws to Banson, covering the bag. 2 away. Base is empty for the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Yankees. Yankees hoping to punch their ticket to the Final Four in our 1968 one-and-done playoff tournament. They won their first game against the Reds. Here's the pitch to Cepeda, hoping to get things going here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. And the baby bull gets a 3-12. Cepeda gets a 3-12 off his card, not a column of choice. He hits the ball hard, and making the leaping catch at third is Bobby Cox, robbing Cepeda of extra bases down the line. Oh, Joe D loved Marilyn Monroe. As Herb Pilgrim says, why, oh why, did Joe D buy so much pain for himself by marrying Marilyn? He loved Marilyn. When she passed away, he planned her whole funeral and everything. He deeply loved Marilyn Monroe. But yeah, that's kind of a strange bedfellow there. So we go to the top of the 8th, 4-0 Yankees, due up. Pepitone, Mantle, and Costco. Pepitone's 1 for 3. Mike Torres back out on the hill for the Cardinals. The windup and the pitch to Pepitone. And Torres deals the party boy Pepitone a 6-11. And this is off the Mike Torres card, 6-11. And that's a fly ball out to right field and Roger Maris. And a 1-3 will be a hit for Pepitone, and it is a 6. So Maris has a beat on it, as that's an F2. Will he make the running catch? Error check is an 11. And he makes the running catch for out number 1. So good job by Roger Maris as he races back towards the line in the corner of right field, makes the catch 1 away. Here comes Mickey Mantle. Mantle, a sac fly in the first to knock in Roy White. And since then, he has doubled and singled. So Mantle having quite a good game here. He has turned back the hands of time as Mantle's career is coming to an end. Torres to face one of the all-time great Yankees, Mickey Mantle. Here's the pitch to the Mick. And Mantle draws a 4-7 to Mickey Mantle. And it's a column of choice. Can he pick up his third hit? He's going to have a pitch to rip. 4-7 for Mickey Mantle. Off the Torres card. And Mantle goes 3 for 3 as he singles to right. What a game Mickey Mantle's having. He has turned back the hands of time. So Mantle is on first. Remember, the Yankees did damage with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Can they do damage with 1 out and a runner at first? Here comes Costco, and Andy's 1 for 3 with a homer. Torres looks to first. Cepeda holding Mantle on. Mantle's not going anywhere. Now he deals to Costco, looking for the 3-4 column, and Costco gets the 4 column, so he's going to have a good look at this pitch. It's a 4-10 off the Torres card. Yankees looking to add to their 4-run lead. And Costco draws a walk, so that walk bugaboo comes into play again for Mike Torres. That's his second walk. So 1 out, 2 on. Top of the 8th, here comes Tom Tresh. Tresh is 0 for 3. Let's look to see what we have here. Who else can play short? Gene Michaels can play short. Actually, that's the only other position he can play is short. It's the only position he can play. He's a E52. And I believe the higher the number, the worse a defensive range you have. He's E44. It's not like he's stellar at short. I'd like to go to Bill Robinson here. Robinson's a 2R. 6 homers, 40 RBIs, 240 batting average. And he has a -1 arm. And we could insert him into the game. And he's an E5. I think that's pretty good for center, right, or left. So Robinson will come in to pinch hit for Tresh. Tresh was 0 for 3. Robinson hits righties. So Bill Robinson, who would go on to play for the Pirates, I think he was on the We Are Family team, if I'm not mistaken. 240, 6 home runs, 40 RBIs in 68 for the Yankees. 1 out, 2 on. Mantle's in scoring position, so Robinson has a duck out on that pound. This 5th run is very important. That means one swing in the bat cannot tie the ball game up. 4-0 Yankees. Mantle at second. Costco at first. Robinson's looking for the 4-1 column. McCarver sets the target. Torres rocks and fires to Bill Robinson, and he gets the column of choice. It is 4-7 off the Torres card, so he's going to have a chance to grip and rip. 4-7. Can Robinson come through in the clutch off the bench? And he does. That's a single to center. Flood with a -1 arm. 1 through 13 will score Mantle, but we'll go with the bases loaded. And 1 out. And here's Jake Gibbs. And they're going to try to turn 2 here, as they only move the corners in to protect against the safety squeeze or the squeeze play. So Shannon in at third. Cepeda in at first. Again, let's go to our bench. Actually, Hauser can play short, too. He's an E36. Who's our backup catcher? Is it Ferrero? Smith? Who the heck's our backup catcher? Fernandez? Yep, Fernandez the backup catcher. Ferrero plays third. He only batted 161, though. So Jake Gibbs, who's an even hitter, means he hits lefties and righties at the same clip, will have an opportunity here to knock in a couple of runs. Bases loaded, no place to put Jake Gibbs. Mike Torres in a pickle here. Will Torres stay out on the mound? He is. Here's the pitch to Gibbs, looking for the 4-1 column, and he gets the 4 column and a 7. So once again, the Yankees have an opportunity to do big damage here, as it's a 4-7 to Jake Gibbs. Bases loaded, 1 out. And that's a single, and it's going to be a 5-0 lead, and we'll hold the runners. So bases still loaded. Jake Gibbs comes through, and it's 5-0. Here comes Bobby Cox. 5-0. Top of the 8th. 1 out. Costco at third. Robinson at second. Gibbs at first. And here's Bobby Cox, 0 for 3. And Torres is going to stay out there again. Holy cow. Now, let me just check something. Oh, shoot. What'd I do? I don't know what I did. Whatever I did, it was good. Oh, I hit select. I did something. We're just going to... I clicked the wrong button. Instead of cancel, I must have hit select. Yes, I did. Okay. So, let's just hit select again. This play will not count. I wanted to cancel out of that. So, let's edit. Undo last play. Yes. Okay, here we go. All right. I wanted to check something for a second. Game preferences. The computer is managing the Cardinals. I wanted to make sure of that. Okay, good. All right, so Bobby Cox 0 for 3. Bobby Cox is 0 for 3. 5-0 Yankees, 1 out, bases loaded. We want to score as many runs as possible. Let's take a look again at our bench. Dick Howser can play second, third, and short. Ferraro, in 87 at-bats, had 1 triple, 1 RBI, batted 161. Ugh. Smith, 229. You know what? What's Bobby Cox's defensive rating? He's an E22. We're going to stick with him at third. So 1 out. Come on, Bobby. Send 1 deep to the outfield at least. The Cardinals hoping to turn 2 and get out of this. Get to the bottom of the 8th with a 5-run deficit. Costco at third, Robinson at second, Gibbs at first. No place to put Bobby Cox at the plate. The windup and the pitch from the youngster Mike Torres. And it is a 4-8. A 4-8 to Bobby Cox. Column of choice. So Bobby Cox has an opportunity to get a hit. 4-8. Will it be great? And that's a single. And another run scores. 6-0 Yankees. 7-0 Yankees. 2 runs score. As Robinson with good speed easily scores from second. And the Yankees, with every run, get closer and closer to that final 4. As the Cardinals, the number 2 seed, are in great danger of being knocked out here in the Elite 8. Corners move in for the pitcher, Stan Banson. He's going to hit. And here's the pitch to Banson. And Torres deals his counterpart a 6-8 off the Torres card. And I think this might be an issue here. Ground ball. It's a B ground ball. And they only get 1. The run scores. They get the force out at second. It's now 8-0. So the Cardinals are in deep poop here. Banson's at first. Here's Horace Clark, 2 for 4 with a ribby. He awaits the Torres offering. And Torres has been god-awful in this round. And it's 6-5. So even with Torres playing for the Cardinals, the Yankees are hammering him. And that's a 6-5 off the Torres card. 2 outs, Banson at first. 6-5. And that's a fly ball to left, and mercifully for the Cardinals and their fans, the inning's over. Brock makes the catch, as we have to have a shortstop come in. And I think our shortstop is going to be Dick Howser's a 36. He's a 4 and a 36. I'm assuming the higher the number, the worse your range is. Or error. Michaels is a 52. We're going to go Dick Howser at short. Oh, God, I want to keep Robinson in the game, though. He's a -1 arm. White covers a lot of ground. Pepitone's pretty good. We could let him play right. Then Hauser would go in for Costco. Costco's an E13. What's Mantle at first? What's Mantle at first? E20. We could put Costco at first. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Costco will play first. Robinson will go out to right. So Robinson will go to right. Mantle's out of the game. Costco will go to first. Hauser will come in the batting cleanup. That's pretty funny. But he'll play short. And those are our switches. So Robinson goes out to right. He has a -1 arm. Costco and E13 is now at first. I think that's better than Mantle. I mean, Mantle at the end of his career couldn't even move, so that's got to be better. And Hauser is at short. He's now the cleanup hitter. But the Yankees have an 8-0 lead, and coming to the plate to face Stan Banson, McCarver, Shannon, and Torres. As William Fergazzi's joined us. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Yep, the Yankees beat the Red Sox tonight. You are correct. And they're everyone's all tied up for first place now. 2 more games to go, my friend, though. And here in our game, I'm managing the Yankees once again. We're up 8-0. I made some brilliant moves, I might say. Not shortchanging the Yanks. So, Banson will deal with McCarver, Shannon, and Torres. And you know, Torres is going to be pinching. Why they stuck with him that long, I don't know. But I'm not the computer managing the team. So, McCarver's 0 for 2. Banson rocks and fires. McCarver looking for the 3-6. Instead, he gets a 4 column and an 8. So this is off the Banson card, 4-8. And that's a ground ball to Costco, who waves off Banson and steps on the bag, 1 away. And it brings up Mike Shannon. Shannon's 0 for 2. He's a B bunter. Banson kicks and fires to Shannon, and it is a 2-5, and it's off the Shannon card, but not a column of choice. 2-5. 2-5 to Shannon, and there's the no-hitter. The first hit, a single to left. It wasn't even, wow, it wasn't even a column. Let's look at that. So Shannon breaks up the no-hitter. Oh, man. Banson goes 7 1/3 no-hit innings. He only allowed 1 walk prior to that. This is only the second Cardinal runner. So what was that? That was a 2-5. Look at that. Well, that's not actually a bad column for him. 5, 6, and 7. 5 and 6 are straight out singles. And a 1 through 10 on the 7. So Mike Shannon breaks up the no-hitter. And here's Mike Torres. He's not going to hit. Phil Gagliano will go on to play for the Red Sox in the early 70s. Steps to the plate. He's looking for the 2-6. Yankees have some bullpen action up. Here's the pitch to Gagliano. Double play, inning over if they can get it. And it's a 5-6 off the Banson card. 5-6. And that's a fly ball out to Pepitone in center. He's there. He makes the catch. So 2 down. And here comes Dal Maxwell. He's 0 for 2. Banson deals quickly to Maxwell. And that is a 2-7. A 2-7 off the Maxwell card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-7. Shannon will be off on contact. And Banson walks him. And here's Dick Schofield. He walked his first time up. Schofield replaced Julian Javier. So Banson's gone 7 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, no runs. He has struck out 3. This could be his last batter here. Schofield looking for the 3-6 column. Banson kicks and fires to Schofield, the left-handed batter. And it is a 5-6, so it's off the Banson card. Can he get the third and final out here in the bottom of the 8th? 5-6. And he will. That's a fly ball out to Pepitone. Pepitone's under it. He waits for it to come down. He makes the catch. Inning over. We go to the top of the 9th. 8-0 Yankees. The Yankees are 3 outs away from going to the Final Four. Banson just lost his no-hitter. As they're talking about William Fergazzi and Herb Pilgrim, 2 big Yankee fans are saying how you don't want that in real life. You don't want to play that 1-game playoff, meaning the wild card game, because anything can happen. Imagine the Red Sox or Yankees could get close to 100 wins and they could be out in 1 game, but that's the way it's set up, and I kind of like it. You should be rewarded for winning the division. But unfortunately, one of those two good teams will be in a one-game playoff, most likely, if things stand pat. You never know. There's still a lot of baseball to play. Due up for the Yankees in the top of the ninth, White, Pepitone, and Hauser, Dick Hauser. And they'll face the new pitcher, Ron Willis. Willis, 2 wins, 3 losses, 4 saves, 3.39 earned run average with 4 home runs given up. Why they went to Torres for so long, I don't know. White, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Here's the pitch from Willis to White. White looking for a 1-3 column. And once again, the Yankees get that column of choice. 1-8 for Roy White. Will he get his second hit? 1-8 off Willis. And he will. That's a single to center. And that's the Yankees' 12th hit. And he's at first for Joe Pepitone, who's 1 for 4. He's looking for the 2-5 column. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to Pepitone. And Ron Willis deals Pepitone a 3-11 off the Pepitone card. Not a column of choice, though. 3-11. And he'll pop out to the catcher for out number 2. And here comes Dick Hauser, the cleanup batter. If you just joined us, Mickey Mantle went 3 for 3 on a sac fly. And the Yankees are up 8-0, so we moved Costco from right to first and put Bill Robinson in right. So here's the pitch to Dick Hauser, a future Yankee manager and Royals manager. Willis sets and deals to Dick Hauser, and it is a 3-5, and it's a Hauser column. 3-5, 1 out, runner at first, and Hauser works a walk. So the mighty Cardinal pitching staff has been roughed up for 8 runs, and in the top of the ninth, 1 out. White is at second, excellent speed, and Hauser above average speed at first. And here's Andy Costco, 1 for 3 with a homer. He has 2 ribbies. Here's the pitch to Costco, looking for the 3-6 column, and he hits the column of choice once again. The Yankees are hot as a pistol, and that is a 3-9 to Costco. Can he do it again? 3-9. And this time he shall not. Swing and a miss as he was going for that second homer. So 2 outs, 2 on for Bill Robinson. Robinson had a pinch hit single and scored in the top of the 8th. As the Cardinal fans are just waiting for the inevitable end. They will have 3 more out opportunities in the bottom of the 9th. They trail 8-0. It could be more if Robinson comes through in the clutch. He has a duck out on the pond named Roy White, who's an excellent base runner at second. Hauser's at first. Here's the pitch to Bill Robinson from Ron Willis, and it is a 2-8 off the Robinson card. Not a column of choice, though. 2-8, runners off on contact. And guess what? Robinson singles to right, and Roy White will score, and it's now 9-0. Cardinals fans are just shaking their heads. What happened to their vaunted pitching staff? Bob Gibson won the first game in the Sweet 16, but unless a miracle of biblical proportions happens, they are going to get bumped out in the Elite 8. The number 2 seeded Cardinals now trail the number 9 seeded Yankees 9-0. Hauser's at third. Bill Robinson, who has come off the bench and has singled twice, scored a run and knocked in a run, is at first. And here's Jake Gibbs, 1 for 3 with a ribby. Here's the pitch to Jakey, and Willis deals Gibbs a 2-6 off the Gibbs card. 2-6, not a column of choice. 2 outs, runners off on contact. Ground ball to Cepeda. He throws to Willis, covering the bag. Side retired, but the Yankees tack up another one, and it's now 9-0. In the final 3 innings of this ballgame for the Yankees, they put up 6 runs. 1 in the 7th, 4 in the 8th, and 1 in the top of the 9th. And Banson is still out on that hill, looking for the complete game 1-hit shutout. He'll deal with the top of the order, Brock, Flood, and Maris. Here's the pitch to Brock. And it's a 1-7 off the Brock card, not a column of choice. 1-7. Can Banson get the 1-hitter? And that's a strikeout. Swing. No, he checks his swing, but he went too far, so it doesn't matter. You check it or not. They said it's a strike anyway. 1 down. Yankees 2 outs away from advancing to the Final 4. Kurt Flood's 0 for 3. Banson wants that ball back. Gibbs sets the target. Here's the pitch to Flood, and it is a 5-7 off the Banson card. 5-7 to Curt Flood. And Flood will get the second hit for the Cardinals, and it will be a triple. As Banson could be tiring. That's a 1. As Pepitone won't get there. And that's going to bounce away from him towards Roy White. Roy White fields it, fires it back into Hauser, but well too late. Flood standing at third. And here's Roger Maris. And here comes the pitching coach. And Banson says he wants to stay in. We're going to give him the opportunity here. Here's the pitch to Roger Maris, the former M&M boy. Maris looking for a 2-6. Banson deals Maris a 1 column and a 7. A 1-7. And that's a fly ball to center. Pepitone lining it up. Will they send Flood? Pepitone makes the catch. They're sending Flood. I don't know. Wow, usually they tell you. And that's a 5, so Curt Flood will score, and there goes a shutout. And it's now 9-1, but more importantly, the Yankees are 1 out away. 1 out away from the Final Four. And all that stands there at the moment is the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda, 0-for-3. Cepeda would go on to play for the Boston Red Sox in the early 70s. Here's the pitch to Cepeda from Banson. Last gasp hope to continue the game and the tournament for the Cardinals of 1968. It's a 3-3. This is off the Cepeda card, but not a column of choice. Banson looking for the complete game victory. And this could be a hit. And that's a 13. I think this is a single. And this will be it for Banson. That's a single up the middle. And Banson is tired. So Banson goes 8 2/3 innings. Gives up 1 run. 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 Ks. He took a no-hitter, 7 1/3. Here's McCarver, and he's a lefty. Let's go to the bullpen. And we're going to bring in Bill Mambo Kett. Actually, we're not going to bring in Bill Mambo Kett. No, he's tough on lefties, though. I have to have a starter. Who's our next best starter? If we get to the championship game and it's not the Red Sox or the White Sox, I'll be managing the Yankees. I have to be fair to the Yankees. You know what? Banson's going to stay in for one last batter. What the hell? 9-1 lead. Here's the pitch to McCarver. Cepeda's at first. McCarver needs a son of a gun. Needs a 3-6. It's a 3-5. So a tiring Banson deals up a good pitch to McCarver to hit. And this will be, if he gets a hit, this is his last batter. And he singles to left. And that's it. I was trying to get one more out of him. And now we go to the pen. So 2 outs, 2 on, 9-1 Yankees. They're going to try to steal down. Go ahead, attempt to steal. They can't get the lead. That's asinine. Down all those runs, the computer. See, this is where the Strat-O-Matic engine gets silly. And that's just stupidity. All right. And we're going to go with Mambo. I don't want to pitch Mambo Kett in the next game if I have to play as the Yankees. Even if I don't, I pick their starters. And we can go with Wyatt now. It's a righty. So John Wyatt, former Red Sox. He was on the Red Sox Impossible Dream in '67. Goes to the Yankees the next year. And he's a 7R, so he's death on righties. But he has control issues. But he's going to come in to try to get this final out for the Yankees and punch their ticket through to the Final Four. D. Scott Howard's joined us. How are you, my friend? All right. So Wyatt's done with his warm-up tosses. And John Wyatt, 2 wins, 4 losses, 2 saves for the Yankees in 49 innings pitched, gave up 5 gopher balls, 2.74 earned run average, striking out 42, walking 26. I have found when I use Wyatt in all my other games for the Red Sox, he sometimes has control issues, and it happened in the game with the Yankees too here. All right, Zepeda's at second, McCarver's at first. The Yankees really don't care. They just want this third out and get to that final 4. The windup and the pitch from Wyatt to Shannon. Shannon's looking for the 3-6, and he'll get a 5 column and a 4. Could this be the ball game in the end to the St. Louis Cardinals tournament? So let's make sure we go 5, 4. Will the Cardinals be shown the door? Ball hit the Bobby Cox at third. It's a 14. Cox comes up with it. Can he make the throw to Costco at first? 3-3-1. That's a 7. Ball game over. The Yankees have shown the Cardinals the door. The Cardinals are out. The Yankees are on to the final 4. What a job. The Yankees defeat the number 2 seeded St. Louis Cardinals. The number 9 Yankees defeat the Cardinals. Let that sink in. The number 9 Yankees defeated the St. Louis Cardinals and their vaunted pitching staff 9-1. Banson took a no-hitter into the 8th. He went 7 1/3 no-hit innings when he had given up only a walk. He is the player of the game, along with Mickey Mantle, who went 3 for 3 in a sac fly. Wow. If you haven't seen the Detroit Tigers-Chicago White Sox game, check that one out. You might enjoy that one also. Might I just say that Al Red Sox fan just managed 2 fabulous games. That's all I'm going to say. So Banson went 8 2/3. He is player of the game. 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Struck out 4, walked 2. Wyatt got the final out in the 9th. Bryles takes the loss. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, a home run. The home run was to Costco. Torres was god-awful. The Yankees even beat him like a piñata in a Cardinal uniform. 2 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. 2 walks, no strikeouts. Willis, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a walk, and a strikeout. Mickey Mantle, the co-player of the game, and we'll tell you why in a moment. Let's go through the box score. So the Yankees are on to the final 4. As William Fergazzi says, also good job as usual with the play-by-play call. Thank you, Mr. Fergazzi. I greatly appreciate that. As Herb Pilgrim says, and then you gotta say that LOL. The Yankees win! The Yankees win! William Fergazzi says, Al, hope you get to manage the Yanks in the championship game. Well, if it's not the Red Sox, I've already decided I will manage the Yankees because I've gotten 2 wins with them. And I do usually, I sometimes will pick the pitchers, even if I'm not managing, and obviously I'm picking a good pitcher. They're fun to manage. We made some good moves with our pinch hitters. When I play a team that's weaker in any game, baseball game, like if you ever watch any of my 77 Mets games using Action PC, I look for matchups, you know, and sometimes I'll start different guys just because I don't want to use a batter. I want to wait for a matchup. It works out. Again, it's a game, but it's worked out for the Mets. I got to play a few of those games soon. All right, so Clark, 2 for 5. He was thrown out by noodle arm Tim McCarver in the top of the first, which cost the Yankees a run, but it doesn't matter. They won 9-1. He had a ribby, though. Roy White, 2 for 5, 2 runs scored. Pepitone, 1 for 5. Mickey Mantle, co-player of the game with Stan Banson, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, and a ribby on the sac fly. Hauser came in to play defense at short and did get in that bat. He walked. Costco, he had a good game. He was 1 for 4, 2-run homer, 2 runs scored. Tresh is god-awful offensively at short, but what can you do? He's 0 for 3. Robinson came off the bench and was 2 for 2 with a run scored and a ribby. He stayed in to play right. Jake Gibbs was 1 for 4, 2 runs scored and an RBI. Did I say that? Yes. Then Bobby Cox, 1 for 4 with 2 ribbies. He had a hit his last time up. Banson was 0 for 3, but he had an RBI and a ground out. And Wyatt got the last out of the bottom of the ninth. He did not hit. The Yankees in victory and advancing to the Final Four, 38 at-bats, 9 runs, 13 hits, 9 RBIs. They shellacked the vaunted, let me say it one more time, vaunted St. Louis Cardinals 1968 pitching staff. Bye-bye, Cardinals. Lou Brock was 0 for 4. Let's just go through the hits. Flood was 1 for 4, the runs scored. Cepeda was 1 for 4. McCarver was 1 for 4. And Shannon was 1 for 4. Everyone else, 0-fers. So, in total, the Cardinals had 30 at-bats, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 RBI. Stan Banson took a no-hitter, 7 1/3 innings. He took it into the 8th. The Yankees win 9-1. They move on to the Final Four. And before we close out this stream, I might come with another one. I'm wide awake. It's Friday. I have nothing to do except laundry tomorrow. And I have to go to the bank to get the stuff for the graduation. So here we go. Let's say thank you to D. Scott Howard, Herb Pilgrim, and William Ferghese. Greatly appreciate you spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed the game. We had a couple of Yankee fans, so they must be happy with that. What are they talking about before we leave? Herb Pilgrim says, all's good, D. All good. In this type of venue, we gotta razz each other. 45% of the fun. Oh, they're going back and forth with one another. That's pretty funny. Absolutely, Herb Scott says. That's right. Good-natured ribbing is always fun. And Herb Pilgrim says, Dodgers sweep of the 63 Sandy Koufax. Absolutely one of my favorite players, not just pitcher, ever. I'm originally born into a family of Dodgers fans anyway, from Brooklyn town. All right. Oh, let me bear with me a moment. I forgot to make the box score larger, even though I just went through it. Let's make it larger for a moment. There we go. So everyone can take a look at it. We'll keep that up for a moment. Fun game. Yankees move on to the Final Four. Thank you once again to Herb Pilgrim, D. Scott Howard, and William Ferghese. Up next we have 2 more games left. The next game, Orioles and Red Sox. Orioles the higher seed. Let's end this game and let's just show you the next 2 games up. I'll be playing as my beloved Boston Red Sox. I'd love to see them get through the Final Four. Open existing tournament. Also, we're going to be getting back to my Italian-American Red Sox, taking on all kinds of different teams. Haven't done that in a while. Okay. Let's look at the second round. So the next game will be the number 3 Orioles taking on the 7 Red Sox, number 7 Red Sox in Baltimore. And then the final game of the Elite Eight, we'll be playing as the Cubs. I got really lucky. I got to play as Yankees, Red Sox, and now the Cubs. Of course, I always play as the Red Sox. We'll be going to Cleveland. So those are the next 2 games. Baltimore and Boston in Baltimore. That's the number 3 team taking on the 3 Orioles taking on the number 7 Red Sox, and then the 5-6 teams. So the number 6 Chicago Cubs will travel to the number 5 Cleveland Indians. So those are the upcoming games. As William Ferghese says, he hated the Dodgers. He was from Manhattan. Alrighty then. And with that, we will call it a stream. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Health and happiness. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt, the big left hook. And as always, God bless. Peace!